Everybody, thank you for joining me again. I am Mike. I am your full spastic alchemist, and this is I Drink and I Play Things. And tonight, by the N7 ware that I am championing right now, I'll be playing a little bit of Mass Effect 3. A little bit out of order. I just did a stream for Assassin's Creed. I did two plays in a row. One because it was, about on schedule, and the second time because I personally needed it. I sort of needed a win on the streaming front with that game, and I think I got it. I think the last one was actually really good. At least entertaining for me, and everything was non-glitchy, which I can appreciate. Um, and hopefully, you guys enjoy the benefits of things not going glitchy. Um, so with my last cocktail, I kind of found it when I was looking up this cocktail, and I'm like, you know what? I still want that first one. So tonight I will be drinking a Boulevardier. Um, I got the recipe from liquor.com because that's actually where I found the last one. This one just happened to be there. And it does it slightly differently than I traditionally been doing it. It is a Negroni based drink, which is, um, three ingredients, equal parts each. For the Negroni, it is, gin, Campari, sweet vermouth. For the Boulevardier, it should be bourbon or rye, um, Campari, sweet vermouth. But this recipe calls for 1.5 ounces of bourbon or rye. Now, I was going to, up in about 2 seconds ago, about to do the bourbon Boulevardier. But I have a bottle of Sazeracs I have not opened yet. So you know what? I'm going to do a rye Boulevardier for the first time. So I want to enjoy and try to find out what is different about it, and get a chance to try something new. So I'm going to refresh my browser here so I make sure I'm seeing everything correctly. And then I am going to put away the bourbon. That is not it. That is not it. Not it. I should just use a flashlight. Aha. This is what eventually I'm going to be making a Sazerac with. Sazerac bourbon. Or Sazerac rye. Sorry, it's not a bourbon. Made differently than a bourbon. It definitely has a different complexity to it. And I've actually not tried rye in several years. Let's see what it's like. So, quick little splash. Nothing that's going to be too overpowering, but I definitely want to get a feel for what I'm about to get into. Normally, I would want my Glencairn glass, but it's downstairs, and I'm not going to run downstairs to grab it. Yeah, no, this is, if you enjoy things that are less sweet, I mean, there's also something at the end that is definitely different from bourbon, but this is very enjoyable. Let's get to it. course, my first mistake was not to cap the damn thing off after I did the pour, but here we go. Cocktail cam. All right. Let's add another ice cube to that. Everything nice and chilly. Now, again, I got this recipe off liquor.com. And I'll post that recipe in YouTube. Check out the links down below. And I'm going to let the cat out of the room before he starts screaming his head off. Hi. They'll be back, but not in the mood to hear them scream right now or fight. All right, so for the cocktail, we are doing 1.5 ounces of Sazerac rye. Not a sponsor. Now cap it. And do 1 ounce. Might have been a little while since I've opened this thing. There we go. 1 ounce of Campari. Well, now I know why the cats wanted to get out of the room. They committed a war crime. We're going to do 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. And give it a little bit of a stir. Push that aside for a moment. Bring the cocktail glass forward. And that little bit of treasure. Otherwise known as a snack. Again, my spoon. I did wash all this stuff between streams. I did not bring up the strainer because I'm a moron. All right, let's see if we can do this with the spoon. Let's see what kind of skills and coordination I have. I'm guessing little to none. Give this a pour. I'm going to do a quick picture, if I can find where I did with the camera. Do one more. Didn't like that picture. That's better. To better gaming, and to you, cheers. Very nice. Definitely not a sweet. Yeah, there's definitely a time and a place for this one. I think there's going to be more of a time and a place for this one soon. Super tasty. All right. I am just going to do something real quick. Hey, and you get to see what kind of mess my room is. Because my camera decided to track me. You can stop now. Stop. All right. Again, it's the professionalism that I come here. And with that being said, let's get to the correct screen. We now have to go do all the conversations that occur after doing Thessia.
Shepard, I heard about Thessia.
We were so close, Anderson. So damn close to ending this war.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
I knew going in what the Reapers were capable of, but I also knew what I was capable of. And losing the Asari homeworld wasn't in the playbook.
Shepard, you know how many times I got my ass handed to me over the years? Surviving the first contact war back in the day was a goddamn miracle. They said I was a hero. I just felt lucky to get out alive. So maybe Kai Lang did beat you. What of it?
It could cost us the war.
These guys in the Resistance, they know it's a losing proposition. They know the chances of seeing tomorrow are slim to none. But we all signed up anyway. Hell, I'm sitting in London right now staring at rubble. I was born here. And it's looking like I might die here too. So I say point us at the Reapers and we'll take our chances.
You'll make it, Anderson. And when this is all over, you can show me London.
It might need a new coat of paint first.
This will be over soon.
It better. Shake this off, Shepard.
I will.
Anderson out.
No way we could have stopped every Reaper on Thessia. The Asari should have jumped in earlier.
Commander, Cerberus has attacked a comm facility on Ontaron. I've updated the galaxy map. Thanks for listening, Commander.
It was a good idea. And right now, it's the best lead we've got.
In any event, good luck. Commander?
Good, you open this message. This isn't actually a sorry military command. They're busy tending to what's left of their planet. So you survived our fight on Thessia. You're not as weak as I thought, but never forget that you Your bus wasn't good enough to stop me. Now an entire planet is dying because you lack the strength to win. Legend of Shepard needs to be rewritten. I hope I'm there for the last chapter. It ends with your death. KL. Edgelord.
If we don't finish that crucible soon, there won't be a galaxy left to save. So Thessia, huh? I guess the Asari are wishing they had fewer dancers and more commandos right about now. Too soon?
In case you hadn't noticed, we just lost a few million people. This isn't the time.
You see this? Tiptree. Little colony out in the ass end of nowhere. My dad lives there. So does my sister. Reapers rolled in about 2 weeks ago. So you can assume that I'm generally aware there's a war on, Commander.
So why the jokes?
Because EDI says that according to your armor's metabolic scans, you're under more stress now than during the Skillian Blitz. Like, more than a Kuz, where Thresher Maws ate the rest of your squad. And the last time I had a briefing with Anderson, he told me to take care of you. The guy leading the resistance on Earth is worried about you, and I'm supposed to help.
I appreciate the thought, Joker. But I'm fine.
The hell you are. You're like half robot at this point. No offense, Edie. And it's my fault. When the Collectors blew up the first Normandy, you died because I wouldn't leave. Because you had to come back for me.
Couldn't leave the best pilot in the fleet behind, could I?
Yeah, well, I guess that would have looked bad on your report.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Commander?
Shepard, I have a question about human behavior.
This isn't the best time, Edie.
Perhaps humor? A penguin is driving through the Arizona desert.
I'm not in the mood.
A lively rendition of La Marseillaise?
No.
Very well. I will maintain a respectful silence until you indicate otherwise.
I actually don't know what Le Messier is. I should, after decades of playing this game, or a decade of playing this game, almost decades at this point, I should actually look it up. He stops to salute me all the time, and I never get it right. There we go. Thank you. I should be returning the salute.
Shepard, this wasn't your fault.
It's not about fault. I was supposed to stop them.
You will.
I don't know if I can do this, Tally. Earth, Paladin, Thessia. I'm risking everything to build the Crucible, and I'm not even sure what it does. Who am I to make that call?
You're the one who was right, all along. You fought when no one else would, when nobody else believed you. And if that's not enough, you're the man I love. Don't forget that, no matter what happens.
I'm sorry, Shepard. You all right?
I'm fine.
Liara?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
Thanks. This isn't something she should deal with by herself.
Same goes for you.
Sure.
Dr. Tassoni is visiting the Prothean in his quarters, Commander.
Any word from your family?
They made it off Palaven. It was tight, but they're okay.
We'll take every scrap of good news we can get.
Wish I had more, though.
Why?
I just had to make a tough call with Primarch. He said our fleets are being decimated, so I advised him to cease all offensive operations against the Reapers.
A full retreat?
The only way to save Palaven now is to hold our ships back for the Crucible. But if I'm wrong, then a lot of other Turian families won't be as lucky as mine.
That's a hell of a gamble. No other options?
If there are, I can't see them. It all comes down to the Crucible now.
And ruthless calculus.
How are you holding up, Shepard? This all has to be taking a toll.
There's only so much fight in a person. Only so much death you can take
Before your friend picks you up, dusts you off, and tells you you're the best damn soldier he's ever met. We'll get through this. We always do. Not something you can ever get used to. Seeing the world go down like that. Thousands of years of civilization on fire. But it wasn't your fault. Thessia was already gone by the time we got there. And maybe the elusive man did win one, but so what? I've lost a few fights in my time, and I'm still here. It's because I always made sure. A battle doesn't make a war, Shepard. We're still in this.
Clip the audio on that.
Have you checked on Liara? She must be devastated. That's not something you ever forget.
Just reviewing some charts.
Have you found your story on Thessia yet?
No, I'm trying to word it right.
What happens if you word it wrong?
If I'm lucky, the Citadel Stock Exchange drops 2,000 extra points.
And if you're unlucky?
I don't know. Never really been unlucky. Commander.
Shepard.
Those were all lies back there.
They were not.
My people weren't animals for your kind to experiment on.
You wanted to know more about your history, Asari. Now you do.
I have a name. It's Liara Tassoni, and
Hey, settle down.
my home was just destroyed, and all he can do is gloat.
Given what's happened today, I think you owe Liara an apology, Javik.
Apologize for the truth?
For not doing more. You're a Prothean. You were supposed to have all the answers. How could you not stop this from happening?
We believed you would. Long ago, we saw the potential in your people. Even then, it was obvious. The wisdom, the patience. You were the best hope for this cycle. So you were guided when necessary.
Well, it didn't work.
You're still alive, aren't you? Your world may have fallen, but as long as even one Asari is left standing, the fight isn't over.
I guess that goes for Protheans, too.
Despair is the enemy's greatest weapon. Do not let them wield it. Liara Tassoni.
Did you mean any of that?
She believes it, so she will keep fighting. Isn't that what matters most, Commander?
Carry on.
It was good to see another of my kind, even if he was just a ghost. One more Prothean fights the Reapers. If there is to be victory in this war, it will be for all cycles. The living will avenge the dead. And do not concern yourself with Thessia's fate, Commander. The loss of a planet is insignificant next to the loss of
power of this battle station is insignificant next to the power of the
I
Force.
suffered many defeats in the last war, Commander. Let this loss be the fuel that powers your rage. Commander.
We'll do the shuttle bit first.
Everything okay, Shepard?
Wow, I could almost buy something else from the Spectre requisitioner.
Hey, for what it's worth, I know how it feels to lose like that. I know that doesn't make it easier, but you're just human like the rest of us.
If you're trying to make me feel better, it's not working, Lieutenant.
Hey, everyone on this ship knows you did all you could. You need to cut yourself some slack. Whatever it takes to get that data back from Cerberus. We're behind you. Whatever it takes to end this.
Noted. I'll go talk to Liara.
You're a good friend.
I've studied Protheans my entire life. If I'd been shown the beacon on Thessia earlier...
You would have needed Shepard's cipher to comprehend it.
I still could have learned from it. Instead, my mother hid the galaxy's most important archaeological find from me. It must have been such a joke to her when I became a Prothean researcher.
The penalties for withholding Prothean technology are among the harshest in Council space. Your mother's motives may have been simply to shield you.
Perhaps. Thank you, Edie. I hadn't considered that. How did this happen, Shepard? My entire civilization. The Asari's history. The Protheans made it a lie all along, and I abandoned my people to hunt for the catalyst.
Liara, you had nothing to do with the attack on Thessia.
Nothing to do with it? I told those people on Thessia we'd save them. How many Asari died because I demanded their help?
None.
Shepard, that isn't true.
You've been warning your people for 4 years, Liara. There's not a damn thing you should feel guilty about. If we move fast enough, they'll have a chance to survive this. To start again. We lost Thessia, but we haven't lost the Asari yet.
Helping the refugees. That's something I can do. It's something I owe them.
I knew you'd think of something.
I still need some time, Shepard. But thank you.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
I can't let this put it stop me from learning Prothean history. It's just as naive as I think they were all benevolent. The rest of being arrogant, judging an entire species on what little time I've had to know its sole survivor, is hardly responsible for the skewed view I had of his people. Before the idea of writing a book with Javik, and to my surprise, he said he would think about it perhaps as a start. Possible book titles.
bottle it up, then use it to rearrange every molecule in Kai Ling's body. You'll get your chance. Not right now.
Hopefully she's doing better now.
Thanks for talking to her. Neither of us knew what to say.
There's not much we can say, but being there helps.
Let's see what other areas have opened up. Scan, collect some more assets.
Signal confirmed. I found something.
Zen through. Well, something along those lines.
Signal confirmed.
Glass. So this is where Liara's Shadowburger vessel was.
I found something.
There we go. Topped off nicely. You would almost think it would be the reverse, where you would find the Starship Tech at the other location. Again, thank you everybody for dropping by.
Signal confirmed.
Pragya. No, I know where it is now. You always come back for it later.
I found something.
Yeah. There we go. Nicely topped off.
Faster than light jump successful. Signal confirmed.
I forget. Trafalgar. Oh, I found both of them. Well, that was nice. 50. Good God. There we go. Let's do the communications hub. Do the communications hub. We'll hit the Citadel. All right, we're taking Garrus. And we're taking Ashley. Because they are the best equipped for handling Cerberus.
Commander, Cerberus has taken one of our secret communication facilities. All campaigns in this theater depend on the information that dish array supplies.
What do we know?
We're getting intel from a tech who survived the attack. Grace Sato. She's hiding in a security bunker off-site.
A civilian?
Yes, patching her through.
Miss Sato, what's happening down there?
I'm staying hidden, but I'm the only one left. They're trying to hack into our systems to access Alliance operations protocols. I'm tracking their activity, but they're bound to find me sooner or later.
Hang in there. We'll be there soon.
Yes. Yes, Commander.
It's not ideal, but she's the only one with any traction on this. The information stored in that network is critical, Commander. If it gets into enemy hands, we'll lose a lot of good people.
I'll take care of it, Admiral.
See that you do. Hack it out.
mimicking the scenery out in Arizona. I do mean the towers as well.
Miss Sato, we've landed. What are we looking at?
They're trying to seize control. Of the three critical access points. I'm updating your nav point with the location of the terminal they're closest to cracking.
We'll keep them from hacking in.
Commander Shepard, Cerberus shuttles are scouring the area. I think they're looking for me.
They're using comms to pinpoint Sato's location.
Oh no. How do we...
Nothing's changed. Just upload the next set of coordinates.
Yes, Commander. Updating your nav point.
Ah! And get out of the way of the grenade in time.
They're using comms to pinpoint Sato's location.
Nothing's changed. Just upload the next set of coordinates.
Yes, Commander.
You hit him, I will hit him. Thank you, Ashley. I haven't even run around and got the goodies yet. Let's grab the goodies before I forget to grab them.
Cerberus encryption algorithms of some sort. Miss Sato, come in. Miss Sato, are you there?
Too scared to break radio silence.
We need the final coordinates. Grace, listen to me.
Can't talk. They're right outside.
I know you're scared. This is more than you signed up for, but I won't let you down. Promise.
Okay, Commander. Updating your nav point with the last location now. But if you get to me in time, just hurry, please.
Commander, I think I can make a run and get her.
Do it.
That was pretty harsh.
Back to the rendezvous point. Good job, Lieutenant. Our communication station is secure. Operations in this theater are safe again. No small task to keep it that way. How's Misato doing?
She has to be transferred to a nearby Alliance station. She wants to help however she can.
Good. We need all the help we can get. Hack it out.
Alright, let's hit Citadel quickly.
Commander?
We're all machines. Carbon or silicon. Is there really a difference?
People feel emotion. Artificial intelligence is programmed.
Punch me, I get angry. I don't choose. I just get angry. Our emotions are programming.
That's not the same thing. Our emotions are a natural response.
Disease, parasites, lions ate their prey alive. Nature can be horrible.
So now you're siding with the Reapers?
Just because I'm saying the Reapers are alive doesn't mean I want them to stay that way. But we need to break free of nature and open our minds to new forms of life.
So you believe the Geth share the same rights and liberties as any organic being?
If that Geth is minding his own business, he has more rights than Cerberus.
Despite my disgust for Cerberus, they're still human. The Geth are just machines.
We're all machines. Carbon or silicon. Is there really a difference?
Genetics don't make us alive. It's our self-awareness, curiosity, and capacity to evolve.
Well put, Commander.
Of course you'd say that. You two are practically machines yourselves.
Thanks, Dr. Chakwas.
Just got word from Miss Sato. She arrived at the Alliance research facility safe and sound.
And I hear Esteban got to play the hero with a damsel in distress.
You know me and my damsels, Mr. Vega.
That I do.
Gotta grab the jellyfish. I guess I can.
Commander?
Joker, you asked for news about the human colony. Tiptree?
Hey, Yara, you don't need to worry about that right now.
Now's as good a time as any. I'm getting reports of refugee ships from Tiptree landing on Solarian colonies. I don't have names. I'm sorry. It was mostly children.
Well, Gunny, Hillary, my sister, Gunny's a nickname she's had it since. She's only 15, so if it's children, then maybe I only lost my dad. Kind of an asshole thing to hope for.
Jeff, right now, take any kind of hope you can get.
Thanks. You too. Commander?
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL limits any impact of micro-collisions with ambient dust.
I actually don't remember Edie getting stuck on that comment. Well, generally, besides this playthrough, I tend to speed through some of these little side comments. I try to execute all of them just so that it does make for the complete story. And you have that sneaking suspicion that the story that the Asari Huntress that was telling down at Huerta Memorial was Hillary's story. You were kind of hoping that it was the blonde in the holding area, but I had a sneaking suspicion that was it. Because Mass Effect likes to twist that knife in just like.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to make shift out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
Your intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for. Thank you, Commander.
Vector status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle? Well, that's great. No, don't worry about that. It's how Cacliosaurs mark territory, and the Krogan don't seem to mind.
recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? That's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work.
One last trip down to the holding area.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Please observe all caste restrictions when making a purchase. With the Elcor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from the Kuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
Come on!
I found a Prothean sphere on Gehinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now.
Yeah, I'll take that. Son of a bitch. Look at me now.
Doing better?
Did you ever doubt me?
Don't answer that.
I believe those are my credits.
Hey there.
Hey.
Looking mighty low. You okay? Anyone been bothering you?
No, it's not that. I'm fine.
Ah, I see. So, any news?
No, they just... Their shuttle must be real slow, that's all. You think they're okay? They promised they'd come get me, no matter what they had to do. It's been so long.
I don't know, kid. I'm sure they'd be happy knowing you're safe.
It's just... I miss them. I miss them so much.
That is one of the saddest little the stories that you hear in the in those little walk-bys. I mean, they're all pretty sad, but that one just,
Spectre status
you know,
recognized.
it ended.
Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level purgatory.
How's the head?
Good. Concussion's almost gone.
Good. When I heard you were injured,
It was stupid. I miss Afterlife.
yeah, this place is so clean and sweet. Anyhow, just for the drink. It might be good here.
Let's get a little dancing in. They actually did dial back a little bit on this as opposed to Mass Effect 2 in regards to their what was it?
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Afterlife and what was the place in Cora's Den?
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant. And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private? I think I'll do better against the Reapers than...
Thank you again, Commander. I appreciate the assist.
All right. Let's do this. Time to take Sanctuary. 'Cause I don't think I have anything else here. And everything else is at the Silver Sun. That's just fuel. I have bet the Kepler Virgin. Interesting. Oh, I was here. Oh, rise at. And we'll bring James.
So, what the hell do we know about this place?
Edie?
The sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
If there's a clue to Cerberus here, we find it.
Sir, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak. I'll try to boost it.
This is Oriana Lawson. Stay away from Sanctuary. It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana? That's Miranda's sister. If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ. Seeing some damage, Commander, but no activity.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time. Stay sharp, people.
Major firefight here, Commander.
Yeah, but who was fighting? Everyone hear that?
Yeah, radio's offline. Something's jamming our signals.
Explains no comms leaving the facility.
You see the harvester?
Phantoms.
Quick bastards!
Looks like they were evacuating.
And looks like the Reapers were gunning for him.
About time they started killing each other.
Looks like some money. Sorry, I do get distracted by the cat.
I don't know. Come on.
Cerberus southbound came from that tower.
Then that's where we're headed.
All arrivals are asked to submit their possessions to our sorting staff for inspection. They will be returned inside the compound.
Old security cam footage. People getting sorted out. That's a big crowd.
Come on, let's keep looking.
Off-world technology is not permitted within Sanctuary. For faster registration, please follow the instructions of Sanctuary staff.
I figure in another week I can finish off the remaining hours on my contract and move from staff housing into Sanctuary itself. I feel a little guilty that I'm getting an upgrade from standard accommodations, but that's the deal. Do your time at the front desk, get the perks. One more week.
New arrivals within Sanctuary.
Uh-huh.
With your help, Sanctuary is building a better tomorrow.
Processing ratios. Adult 60% sent to interrogation, 85% to integration, and 85% sent to integration. Suitable candidates are being assigned to temporary living areas in alphabetical order. Fellow units are being reserved for ease of processing.
Communication devices will not function.
The number of refugees has doubled in the last 2 weeks. I heard that people are just abandoning shuttles outside the main gate. They just don't have anywhere to go. We'll need to start setting up temporary shelters out there until they can be processed.
Welcome to Sanctuary.
Incident report 2139. An illegal communication device nearly made it past pre-screening. Scanner software has been adjusted. No way it could penetrate the central scrambler, but we can't chance a signal leaving the planet. Report filed.
Those having trouble with registration.
This must be another landing area, more official.
Yeah, all those transports outside were waiting in line.
But where are all the people they brought? Got a fragment of something here.
We land in a few minutes. You should see this place, Dad. It's amazing. Look, I'll record a bunch of stuff and send it to you. They warned us about no comms until we're through processing. What I tell you, top-notch security. Can't wait till you get here.
Not permitted within Sanctuary.
Was that his, or was it that's the dad's?
Follow the instructions of Sanctuary staff.
We don't know.
got some bodies.
Casualties, both sides.
Cerberus!
Dead end, Shepard.
We need an exit. Keep looking.
Can you just imagine the amount of time it spent for an artist to render all this?
That's Miranda.
This is Miranda Lawson. If you've managed to get this far, you must be desperate or stupid. Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my father, Henry Lawson. Turn back now. There is no help to be found here. All communication is being blocked from the central tower. Sanctuary is a lie. Stay away.
Okay, so we've got Cerberus, Reapers, and Miranda's crazy father. Any ideas how this all fits? A security panel. Shutting it down.
What the hell? What's going on here?
I don't know. We have a back door into the facility. Let's move.
Looks like Reaper tech.
And Miranda's caught in the middle. Let's pick up the pace.
This is going to get ugly, Shepard. Nothing good ever came out of Reaper Tech.
Whoa, this looks important. Power's out.
Look around for a switch. Power switch. There.
What am I seeing here? Those are the refugees. The Reapers, what are they doing? They're killing them.
Worse. They're being turned into husks.
That is not comforting at all.
Come on!
I don't get it. Why go through all this just to make husks? What does the elusive man gain?
The Reapers attacked because this place was a threat. We need to find out why.
Confirm unsuitable material reassigned to recycle. Gee, I wonder what material they're talking about.
Shutting down the power. Reaper forces have made a mess of the facility.
I'm shutting down the power to the processing plant to lock them down. It should keep them out of the entrance as well.
Madre, she's gonna get blindsided.
Miranda Lawson has arrived sooner than expected. You want me to deal with her?
Only if she gets in your way. Stay focused on the research data. Find it and get out.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Let's move.
I know what's coming.
Not surprised. Gotta be more where they came from.
I spent the last week making small adjustments to increase processing efficiency. There is no shortage of some. Indeed, I'm told there's a long line outside the main gate. The deception is an unfortunate necessity. Time is very short. Must be left over from the attack.
Ragnar, far end of the room.
I see him. We've confirmed the results of Cerberus experiments involving the husk creatures. A crew with necessary first step in decoding how the Reapers communicate. The key is how the Reaper signal interacts with the nanites implanted within the subject's body. It's early yet, but we are making progress. Dr. Newry's legacy work with subject Paul Grayson provided a key element to our work here. Using the addictive drug red sand to break down the will was inspired, but proved unreliable for general application. We've proven that adrenaline and its cross-species equivalents is most effective and efficient.
Are you seeing this? What they did to these people? It's sick.
Yeah. The pursuit of efficiency has revealed an important fact. The Reaper's use of dragon's teeth to create husks is ingenious. The Reaper nanites attach themselves to the adrenaline released and quickly move through the body to speed conversion to the final husk state.
Figure out how Reaper indoctrination
terminal's damaged. Hang on.
Reapers wanted the place shut down. Maybe we'll get some answers.
It doesn't make sense. Thought Cerberus and the Reapers were getting along. What changed?
You got it, Shepard.
Heading to the tower to disable the communications scrambler. I have to get word out. Some refugees are turned into husks. Some are indoctrinated and shipped to the elusive man. Whoever's left is used in experiments. The data indicates that my father is trying to figure out how Reaper indoctrination works.
Tricking refugees with food and shelter only to turn them into test subjects. And for what?
Bait and switch. Can't believe it.
She mentioned shipments. Could lead us to the elusive man.
Good catch. Come on. Miranda said she was headed to the tower.
I guess that would be your ability to track find the elusive man if Miranda died in Mass Effect 2. Rejected subjects have proven useful in preliminary genetic testing. Death rates are 100%, of course, but the data being gathered is critical to improving subsequent testing on viable subjects. Note: only appropriate personnel with Alpha 3 and above level security clearance are allowed to access the genetic waste testing area. Be aware that security breaches of any kind will result in immediate contract termination. And you being incorporated into said recycle. But you be environmentally friendly. I could really use a crouch right now, like in the. There you go.
Tight quarters. Check your fire.
The M12 Locust, my favorite submachine gun in Mass Effect 2, virtually useless here. They nerfed it, and you get it so late in the game that you can't even really get a chance to upgrade it to something useful.
Father is working for the elusive man.
Creating these husk creatures was our first success. While not true husks, they still respond to Reaper signals. More work ahead, but we are moving forward. We're very close. Understanding the indoctrination process is one thing. However, turning it to our advantage is proving to be quite another. This is assembly line science. The sheer brute force of numbers and repetition is doing the thinking for us. Effective, but discovery happens at a pace.
Internal memo streamlining procedures in an effort to streamline a waste elimination process at high grade liquefaction compound has been added to the alkaline hydrolysis disposal system. Our goal is to ensure our processing system can meet the expected processing ratios as more subjects arrive at this facility. As a result, personnel must wear level 4 hazmat suits at all times while in the disposal area. They're becoming Soylent Green is basically what's happening.
If you're receiving this, I've got evidence you cannot ignore. Confirmation that my father is working for the elusive man. Connection established.
I have your report on the process, Mr. Lawson. Cut to the chase. Can you do it?
Theoretically, control is possible, yes. The Reaper subjects we converted are responding, but it's difficult to maintain.
I thought that might be the case. Not to worry, Henry. With Sanctuary's help, we'll get it sorted.
Did I hear that right? This guy knows how to control Reaper troops?
I don't know. I'll play the rest of it.
We've done it. We've found a way to co-opt their control signal. As long as the Reaper troops remain in close proximity to our signal, we can maintain control indefinitely.
Excellent news. And how could we extrapolate this technique to apply to the Reapers themselves?
That's a much bigger challenge.
Now we know why the Reapers attacked Sanctuary.
Figured Cerberus out. Tough break for the elusive man.
But it's good news for us. We finally have our link to Cerberus. Lowering the access ladder. Come on, let's move.
Wait, Commander. There's more. Take a look.
Damn it. I hope she's ready.
Anything else? Because you don't get to come back down afterwards. There we go. mean, that was pretty much useless. And then, other than making sure you kill everything.
We have underestimated the strength of the Reaper signal. They are here. The Reapers somehow know what we've learned about them. They have a weakness. I'm compiling our research data to archive before it's too late. Cerberus sent troops to defend the facility against the Reapers.
Starting command sequence. Releasing husks.
Can't move. What's happening? Oh my god.
This is our way out.
I mean, that statement is individually horrific. But the story of the refugee and the
This will get us closer to the tower.
the Citadel is much worse. I shouldn't be wasting the ammo. Mod status. More material present. Pod integrity compromised. Subject deactivated. Alright. I didn't understand that for the longest time. This is the pod. The M99 Saber. The gun that they use in the Citadel DLC that Cat 6 uses.
Tower access granted.
Get ready.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I'm sorry she missed. Where's Kai Lang?
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
Miranda, can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Lang didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard. Don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
I only have this option because I did not date Miranda. If you date Miranda and then break up with her, you don't get this option. My very first playthrough, because I had romanced Liara in the first game, then romanced Miranda in the second, broke up with her so I could still date Liara. Yeah, it doesn't go well for Miranda if you break up with her.
I have no problem with you. I just want Oriana and the research data.
You want a lot.
You get your life in return. How much is that worth?
All right. Take her. But I want out alive. Deal?
No deal. Did he hurt you? Are you all right? It's okay, Ori. You're safe now. I'm fine. I want to get out of here. We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. Really. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
How did you do all this?
Finding my father didn't take long once I confirmed he worked for the elusive man. Just had to follow the lies. Once I saw what this place really was, I couldn't just walk away.
Of course.
Things got really complicated when Reapers showed up. And Kai Lang.
You survived. Not many people could do that.
When you mentioned he was involved, I took a few precautions. Probably saved my life.
I guess also if you don't tell her about Kai Lang, that will also happen. She will die.
Miranda, this whole thing was a huge risk. You should have told me.
You have a war to win, Shepard. This was my fight.
It's been a long time coming.
You did it. It's over.
Yes. I just wish my sister didn't have to see all this.
About your father.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
No. I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
Yes. You can. What's our status? Any intel we can use from this place?
Research data is gone, but we've got basic facility information, shuttle arrivals and departures, Cerberus included. No direct links, but it's a start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I can do better than that.
What?
Before Kai Leng took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the elusive man.
A tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but nobody's perfect.
Thanks, Miranda. This is exactly what we need.
Thought you might need some good news.
Damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get this scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I've got to follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ari. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Let's make sure everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled. Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my
Cortez,
father.
we need to
Henry
pick up at the
Lawson.
tower.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
Which is the exact same thing he said when he was leaving Horizon in Mass Effect 2.
I wasn't in favor of your diversion to Sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns. But I was wrong. The Cerberus lab you raided hinted at something big, but we never expected this. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the elusive man?
Yes. We had a tracer on Kai Leng when he reported back.
Good. That gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
My thoughts exactly. Hack it out.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that? Same guy that lets Cerberus stick Reaper tech into his skull. Those bastards aren't human anymore.
Commander, it seems Tally's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her. The Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Thanks.
Quarian Fleet. Palavan. Turian hierarchy, one of the most powerful and respected ground forces in the galaxy are today, paying respects to their unlikely ally, the Marines of the Quarian Fleet. The weakened immune systems of Quarians normally means their forces are restricted to ships. When an emergency technical team was required to repair a ground-based comm relay, providing vital intel to the Turian military, one Quarian squad stepped up. Commander of the squad leader, Kyle Rieger, the Quarian team prepared the comm system, then sacrificed their lives holding position until Corrigan troops arrived. When the Turian troops offered to provide evac support, Rieger refused, insisting they could not risk the relay falling. He said multiple breaches in their exosuits made the evacuation impossible. We're all dead anyways, Rieger reportedly said. Just make him pay for it. Spokesman for Project Victus praised the squad's bravery. Whenever our past politics Today, the galaxy stands together against a single threat. Victor said, "We are humbled by the sacrifice of our allies from Rannoch, and we promise to return the honor."
Nice work shutting that place down. Is Miranda okay?
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place was crazy. They've always been about the ends justifying the means. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell yourself you're helping humanity?
I don't know how the elusive man can stand looking at himself in the mirror.
Honestly, I've been wondering about that for a while with those freaky eyes.
Whatever he's thinking, he won't be thinking it for much longer.
You're damn right, Commander.
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
So the prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
My primary function is to preserve and defend the... No. No, I disagree. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, Edie. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good. I would like a moment to myself, Shepard. I am examining human literature.
Commander?
Oh, Tally's in the lounge, that's right. We'll end tonight with Tally in the lounge.
Sure.
I can't believe the elusive man really found a way to control the Reapers. I mean, he's still fucking crazy, but damn. Imagine if he was on our side. But I guess that's exactly what the Reapers want. Get us all fighting each other. Divide and conquer.
Exactly.
Just one more reason to hate them.
soldier did not matter.
But you had decades to become numb to what was happening.
It is the only means of survival.
Maybe. But I don't see how anyone can ignore the things we saw at Sanctuary.
It's easy when you've seen far worse.
I'm sorry you had to.
Your sympathy is not necessary, Quarian. But it is appreciated. Your species always was emotional. We believed it a side effect of your eco-symbiotic society.
Or maybe it's just genuine.
Perhaps.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship. Its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Quarian are joined.
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are. Is
Thanks.
this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
Without that affection, all I have in my life is death. And that's not enough.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javi. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier. Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone, but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
All right. For the first 3/4 of my playthroughs, I answered yes, I would. Thinking that, experiencing all the memories and the pain would make him a better soldier. And then one playthrough, I decided, well, I haven't tried this answer yet. And now it is my default answer.
Reopening old wounds, especially big ones, isn't going to help.
Perhaps you are right. There were others. Soldiers who served under me, like your crew.
What happened to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
We have a saying. Let old ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
The crew seems shocked by the experiments at Sanctuary. They shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Our war lasted for centuries. It provided more time for worse atrocities to be committed. There was a species, the Densorian. They became convinced the Reapers could be placated by sacrificing their own young. The entire planet joined in this ritual. I would spare you the details, but it did not work. They simply made the Reaper's job easier. It was as your elusive man is now. His ambitions are nothing short of madness. Sharpen your knife, Commander. His is a voice that must be silenced, and a throat that must be slit. Subjugating the Reapers will not bring victory. Only their extinction will. Commander.
Breaking now, Alliance Marines uncover the worst Cerberus war crimes to date. Sanctuary, advertised as a safe haven on the planet Horizon, exposed as a secret Cerberus lab. brainwashing, lethal experiments, and Reaper connections. The exclusive details next in the battle space. Commander.
Now, I should have gone down here after going
Excellent
prep.
find, Commander. The information network terminal has been updated.
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it.
So the elusive man really believes he can control Reapers. Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane. A lot of Turians went to Sanctuary. When I meet the elusive man, I'm going to carve their names into his skull. Good to see you.
Feeling okay, Commander?
Can't believe what you found down there. The whole thing was so calculated, using hope to lure people to their deaths, or worse. I can't understand it. And you know, I'm glad I can't. It makes me feel human. Just wondering what the refugees do now. I thought I'd heard of everything. Man. Hard to believe what was down there. Commander?
This was the single largest waste of space in the game, besides the bathrooms.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very careful. Torian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on her.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him. Don't me. You sound like a vulture.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves.
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know. I'm having a drink with my boyfriend. My human boyfriend. My father would have hated you.
Here's to him, then.
And to Miranda. Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
Unfortunately, you also can't get drunk with her. But, you know, little things.
Commander?
Oh. You see, now that Talia is drunk, let's see if we get the other conversation with her and Javik. So you get one conversation with Javik after Sanctuary. You have the conversation that was heard here, which is very somber and poignant. The other one is she's talking to Javik. If you go down and talk to Tali first and go through the whole her drinking in the staff lounge, she then has drunken conversations with everybody in the ship, or some of the people. So it's it can be quite humorous, but because I saved Tali for last, we got any of the conversations you heard with her on this go around. It was very somber. Though I think there would have been a really funny conversation if it had been one with drunk Tali and Joker. Let's see what we got, because there's arena, and party.
Don't see what the point is.
Actually, before I start wandering around the Silver Sun, let's pick up some messages first. First, let's get into some casual wear. Nice sweatshirt.
Hey, loco. Nice place. Might not. There is an achievement. You do 100 pull-ups, you get an achievement. Already done it. Not going to waste your or my time doing it again.
Apparently, you only play with your right hand. Goliath deserves a nicer outfit. Kitten demanding attention. Yeah, if you don't play this now, you lose it forever.
So nice after throwing that party you were talking about.
You wouldn't trash my new apartment, would you, James?
Me? No. Never. Nice view. But this place, it's just so... not what I'm used to.
More than a few friends. Send something back if you can, Shepard. I can only learn so much from news reports about you. I have tried a false identity to try to get this message through to you. We'll see if it works. I have good news and bad. The good news is that Kolyat and I took a few days to visit Earth.
Light the shade of her eyes. Shrill sound of chirping stops. I scan the ground. See two tiny bodies locked by claws.
Excuse me. As I was saying, we saw a beautiful sunset in New Mexico and a scorpion eating a cricket. I wish you could have joined us. The bad news is, I fainted and struck my head. Kolyat has convinced me to stay at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. I will be there from now on. I still don't want to die in a hospital.
One more.
But it's where the doctors are. And Kolyat. I love him. That means I must trust him. Goodbye, Shepard. Let me say that now, in case I cannot later.
Hey, got any plans for the evening?
No. I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind. You remember that line? From Fleet and Flotilla? Shalai and Bellicus on the balcony?
I don't think I've ever seen that. Did...
What? You've never? How could you not have? Well, I know what we're doing tonight.
But July, we can never be together. I have my duty, and you have your people.
Not tonight. Tonight,
this a lot? With the lovers from two different worlds?
Every time my friends and I had a sleepover, we memorized the lyrics from the musical. Oh, we can activate sing-along mode. Let the moon shining light to leathers with its rays. Though I know that dawn will set, us on course for separate ways, I will hold this night in memory for all my living days. Now unmasked, I feel your skin on mine.
I had no idea you were so into this.
This vid FTL jumped me into puberty. And who doesn't love a good cross-species romance?
I want you to see behind this mask. I want you to see who I truly am.
I already have.
Works for me.
Yep. I gotta leave the apartment to activate more of the Citadel stuff. All right. So we are going to save right here. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. This is fun. This is getting exciting because we're getting to the end. We're getting to the climax here. And I don't have a cat on my shoulders. I think next time I'm going to leave the apartment. There's a couple of random encounters. Plus, some things don't get active until you sort of leave and come back. So we'll take care of that, and then we'll do the parties. And we're going to do both parties. I'm going to do the party how I normally run it, and then I'm going to do the way that I think I've only done it one other time. And if I really feel inspired, I might try a mixture to see how that plays out. Because I don't think it's quite so linear one or the other. But thank you for joining me tonight. If you want, you can check out previous games, previous cocktails on the links down below on the YouTube channel. You can also check out the cocktail recipes that I've been using on Blue Sky, which is also linked down below. Like, subscribe. Don't even have to subscribe. Just, like a video. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like the content, if you like the cocktails, ideas for other cocktails. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, my name is Mike. I am your full spastic alchemist. This is I Drink and I Play Things. And until next time, better gaming. Cheers to you.